Today, I stand before you to address a critical issue that has plagued our nation for far too long. The war on marijuana has failed, and it's time we acknowledge it. For decades, we've wasted billions of dollars, locked up millions of citizens, and perpetuated a cycle of violence and corruption, all in the name of a misguided crusade against a plant. But I'm not here just to criticize the past. I'm here to offer a new path forward, one that recognizes the reality of marijuana's existence and harnesses its potential to improve our nation's health, economy, and society. We've tried to eradicate marijuana through prohibition, but it's only made things worse. Cartels and gangs have profited from the illegal trade, while our communities have suffered from the consequences of violence and addiction. Meanwhile, major pharmaceutical companies have pushed highly addictive drugs like opioids and benzodiazepines, reaping billions in profits while fueling a national crisis. But there's alternative. Marijuana, a natural substance with proven medicinal properties, can replace these dangerous drugs and provide a safer, more effective treatment option for millions of Americans. The addiction crisis in America is real, and it's devastating. We've lost countless lives to opioids, benzodiazepines, and other dangerous drugs peddled by major pharmaceutical companies. But there's a safer alternative, one that's been vilified and criminalized for far too long: marijuana. Marijuana is not a cure-all, but it's a natural substance with proven medicinal properties that can help address our nation's addiction crisis. Here's how. Pain relief. Marijuana's active ingredients THC and CBD have been shown to be effective in reducing chronic pain, inflammation, and muscle spasms. This can help reduce the need for opioids and other dangerous painkillers. Anxiety and stress. Marijuana has anxiolytic properties, meaning it can help reduce anxiety and stress without the dangerous side effects of benzodiazepines. Sleep aid. Marijuana can help regulate sleep patterns, reducing the need for addictive sleep medications. Addiction treatment. Marijuana has shown promise in reducing withdrawal symptoms and cravings for opioids and other drugs. But let's be clear, marijuana is not a replacement for evidence-based treatment and support. However, it can be a valuable tool in our toolkit to address addiction, especially when combined with counseling, therapy, and social support. So why have we been misled about marijuana's dangers? Why have we been told it's a gateway drug when the science says otherwise? The answer lies in the profit-driven motives of pharmaceutical companies and the failed war on drugs. It's time to put patients over profits and recognize marijuana's potential as a safer alternative to deadly pharmaceuticals. The economic benefits of legalizing marijuana are undeniable. By bringing this lucrative industry out of the shadows, we can create jobs, generate revenue, and stimulate local economies. Here's how. Job creation. Legal marijuana industries already employ hundreds of thousands of Americans, from cultivators to dispensary workers. By expanding this industry, we can create even more jobs and stimulate local economies. Tax revenue. Legal marijuana generates billions in tax revenue for state and local governments. This funding can support vital public services, infrastructure projects, and community programs. Economic growth. Legal marijuana industries can attract new businesses, investment, and innovation, driving economic growth and development. Small business opportunities. Legal marijuana provides opportunities for small businesses and entrepreneurs to thrive, promoting diversity and competition in the market. Agricultural revitalization. Legal marijuana can revitalize America's agricultural sector, providing new markets and revenue streams for farmers. Reduced enforcement costs. By legalizing marijuana, we can reduce the billions spent on enforcement, incarceration, and interdiction, freeing up resources for more pressing public safety needs. But that's not all. Legal marijuana can also reduce the illegal drug trade. By providing a legal alternative, we can reduce the power and profits of cartels and gangs. Increase tourism. Legal marijuana can attract tourists and support local businesses, boosting local economies. Promote innovation. Legal marijuana can drive innovation in fields like medicine, agriculture, and technology. The economic benefits of legal marijuana are clear. It's time to recognize the potential of this industry and unleash its economic power. The war on marijuana has been a war on people. Marijuana prohibition has fueled mass incarceration, racial disparities, and systemic injustice. It's time to confront the devastating consequences of this failed policy and work towards a more just and equitable society. Mass incarceration. Marijuana-related offenses have contributed to the United States' status as the world's largest jailer, with devastating consequences for families and communities. Policing and profiling. Marijuana enforcement has led to discriminatory policing practices, further eroding trust between law enforcement and the communities they serve. Collateral consequences. Marijuana convictions can lead to loss of employment, housing, and educational opportunities, perpetuating cycles of poverty and disadvantage. But legalization offers a chance for redemption and reform. Expungement and clemency. We can expunge marijuana-related convictions and offer clemency to those incarcerated for non-violent marijuana offenses. Community reinvestment. We can invest in marginalized communities, supporting education, job training, and social programs. Criminal justice reform. We can use marijuana legalization as a catalyst for broader criminal justice reform, addressing issues like bail reform, sentencing reform, and police accountability. Let's seize this moment to address the harms of marijuana prohibition and build a more just and equitable society for all. We've discussed the failures of marijuana prohibition, the economic benefits of legalization, and the need for social justice reform. Now it's time to outline a comprehensive plan for regulating marijuana, investing in research, and generating revenue to support public health and safety initiatives. Regulation. Establish a federal marijuana administration to oversee the industry. Set national standards for cultivation, processing, and distribution. Implement a seed-to-sale tracking system to ensure product safety and quality. License and regulate businesses, including cultivators, processors, and retailers. Establish labeling and packaging requirements to inform consumers. Research. Fund scientific studies on marijuana's effects, benefits, and risks. Investigate marijuana's potential in treating various medical conditions. Explore marijuana's impact on mental health, addiction, and public safety. Develop evidence-based guidelines for marijuana use and treatment. Revenue. Impose a federal excise tax on marijuana sales. Allocate revenue to support public health programs and education, substance abuse treatment and support services, law enforcement and community policing initiatives, research and development of new marijuana products and technologies. Additional provisions. Establish a national marijuana education and awareness program. Develop guidelines for marijuana use in the workplace and on public property. Allow for marijuana research and development on federal lands. Encourage international cooperation and agreements on marijuana policy. This comprehensive plan will ensure a safe, regulated, and revenue-generating marijuana industry that benefits all Americans. It's time to end the failed war on marijuana and embrace a new era of marijuana policy. Conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, the time for change is now. Let's work together to legalize marijuana, promote social justice, and drive economic growth. We can create a safer, more just, and more prosperous society for all. Thank you.